what was going on over there. It wasn't.
We don't want to know. Never mind.
Don't ask us.
For a while, just at the very beginning, that she was someplace else.
All right. All right, good evening, everybody. Today is December 22nd, 2025. This is a regular legislative meeting of Barberton City Council. Just a reminder to ensure your cell phones are off or on silent, and council members, ensure your microphones are turned on and that you try to speak into them as much as possible. We do have individual committee meetings, however, there's not very much on there. We'll still entertain our typical normal schedule since this is the last meeting of the year. So we will start with Cities, Properties, Parks, and Recreation with Mr. Foreman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call to order City Properties, Parks, and Recreations. It's Monday, December 22nd, 2025. The time is 6:02. All members of my committee are present, and others that are noted. We have no requests for legislation, no pending legislation. I open miscellaneous discussion for the committee. None. For council. The gallery. Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. And all those in favor? Any opposed? We adjourn at 6:03. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Next up is Public Welfare and Safety with Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to bring public welfare and safety to order. Today is December 22nd, 2025 at 6:03 p.m. We're here in council chambers. All members of my committee are present. All other council members are present. All guests are present. We have no requests for legislation, no pending legislation. Do I have anything for miscellaneous? Gallery? Okay. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
We are adjourned at 6:03 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Next up is Rules, Marketing, and Development. Ms. Garrett.
Thank you, President Greer. At this time, I'd like to bring rules, marketing, and development to order. It is Monday, December 22nd. It is 6:03 p.m. and we are in council chambers. All members of my committee are present, including myself as chair, Mrs. Beck as co-chair, Councilman Heidig, and President Greer, other council members as noted on my sheet, and guests. We have no requests for legislation at this time. We have one pending piece of legislation, ordinance 187-2025 to amend ordinance 87-2025, approved ballot initiative Sunday alcohol sales, and ordinance amending ordinance number 87-2025 to reflect a change in wording from November 2025 ballot initiative to May 2026 primary election and declaring an emergency. Did anybody have any questions or thoughts on this? Any miscellaneous discussion from the gallery? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. In a second?
Second.
Thank you. We are adjourned at 6:04.
Thank you, Ms. Gerhart. Next up is City Utilities, Mr. Griffin.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to call this meeting to order today, December 22nd. We're in council chambers. All members of my committee are present. Myself as chair, Jennifer Hager, Emily Beck, and Justin Greer. And the time is 6:05. We have no legislation to call for tonight. We do have pending legislation. Title Change Order, Project Cost Increase, Kenmore Construction. An ordinance authorizing a change order for a project cost increase for the Worcester Road West WRW emergency water main replacement in the amount of $25,649.47 with Kenmore Construction, ordinance number 103-2024, and declaring it an emergency. Do we have any remarks? Hearing none. Any miscellaneous discussion for utilities? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mrs. Hager. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. Dag. We are adjourned at 6:06. With that, I've had.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Last but not least, Finance and Personnel, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to bring Finance and Personnel Committee to order. It is Monday, December 22nd, 2025, 6:06 PM here in council chambers. All members of my committee are present, which includes myself as chair, Mr. Heidig, Mr. Griffin, and President Greer. All other council members are also present, as well as guests as noted on my sheet. We have no new requests for legislation or finance reports this evening. We do have a few pending this evening. The first resolution, number 182-2025, title AXA Equitable Roth 457 Plan. This is a resolution to adopt an additional plan offered by AXA Equitable and declaring an emergency. Ordinance 185-2025, title Year-End Appropriations Amendments. This would modify appropriations within certain departments and funds in order to cover expenditures to the end of the fiscal year and declaring an emergency. Ordinance 186-2025, title 2026 Temporary Budget. This would adopt a temporary budget for various funds of the city of Barberton for the period beginning January 1st, 2026, and providing for administration thereof and declaring an emergency. And then we have the third reading of both ordinances 172 and 173. The first to enter in a contract with Hazensaab Architects for the architectural services for City Hall and Justice Center project, as well as entering into contract for the CMR or construction manager at risk for the City Hall Justice Center project, declaring an emergency on both of those. Are there any remarks? Is there any miscellaneous discussion for finance and personnel? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
We are adjourned at 6:08.
Thank you, Mrs. Thompson. That concludes our individual committee meetings. With no objection, I'd like to roll right into our last legislative meeting of the year. All right, seeing none. Again, today is Monday, December 22nd, 2025. This is a regular legislative meeting of Barberton City Council. I call this meeting to order at 6:09 PM. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by invocation by Councilman Griffin. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We bow our heads. Heavenly Father, I thank you for having this privilege of serving our city. I pray, Father, that we discuss our agenda and craft policies for our city. We will always put the people's interests above our own. Please bless our first responders and the men and women in our armed forces. We ask this in your blessed name. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Clerk, please call the roll.
President Greer.
Here.
Mr. Heidig.
Here.
Mrs. Thompson.
Here.
Mrs. Hager.
Here.
Mr. Foreman.
Here.
Mr. Griffin.
Here.
Mrs. Beck.
Here.
Ms. Gerhart.
Here.
Mr. Harris.
Here.
All right, approval of the minutes. Approval of the minutes of the regular legislative meeting held on Monday, December 8th, 2025, as presented. Mr. Heidig.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to approve the minutes of the regular legislative meeting from Monday, December 8th, 2025.
Thank you, and Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to second Mr. Heidig's motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mr. Heidig and second by Mrs. Thompson to approve the minutes of the regular legislative meeting held on Monday, December 8th, 2025, as presented. Are there any remarks? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, finance report is adopted. The minutes are adopted. Acceptance of the finance report for the month of November 2025 as presented. Mrs. Thompson, sorry.
It's okay.
Tried to move this.
I move for the acceptance of the finance report for the month of November 2025 as presented.
Thank you, and Mr. Heidick.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second the motion to accept.
Thank you. Motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to accept the finance report for the month of November 2025 as presented. Are there any remarks? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, finance report is adopted. I apologize, it's been 2 years, and I still look over here for the finance. Petitions and claims.
We have none.
Matters requested.
We have none.
Citizens addressing council, I did not check. Are there any citizens that would like to address council this evening? Oh, hey, Mr. Gibson. All right. Sure, okay, all right. There are none. So we'll move into consent agenda, ordinances and resolutions.
Resolution number 182-2025, presented by Mrs. Thompson. Title, AXA Equitable Roth 457 Plan. A resolution to adopt an additional plan offered by AXA Equitable and declaring an emergency. Ordinance number 183-2025, presented by Mr. Griffin. Title, Change Order Project Cost Increase Kenmore Construction. An ordinance authorizing a change order for a project cost increase for the Worcester Road West WRW Emergency Water Main Replacement in the amount of $25,649.47 with Kenmore Construction, ordinance number 103-2024, and declaring an emergency. Ordinance number 184-2025, presented by Mrs. Beck. Title, Application Support, Akron Metropolitan Area Transportation Study, AMATS, Grant Funding. An ordinance of the Council of the City of Barberton supporting applications to the Akron Metro Area Transportation Study, AMATS, for consideration for grant funding for future road resurfacing projects and declaring an emergency. This ends the consent agendas.
Thank you. Motion to suspend. Mr. Griffin.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the rule as required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter be suspended.
Thank you. And Mr. Heidick?
Thank you, Mr. President. I will motion Councilor Griffin's motion to suspend.
All right, a motion was made by Mr. Griffin and second by Mr. Heidick to suspend the rule as required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on suspension.
Mr. Foreman,
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Hager,
Yes.
Mr. Griffin,
Yes.
Mr. Heidick,
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Motion for suspension carries. Motion to adopt. Mr. Griffin.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll move for the adoption of consent agenda.
Good, that works. And Mr. Heidick?
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second the motion to adopt.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mr. Griffin and second by Mr. Heidick to adopt the consent agenda. Are there any remarks? Trying, one step at a time. Clerk, please call the roll on adoption.
Mrs. Beck,
Yes.
Mr. Heidick,
Yes.
Mr. Griffin,
Yes.
Mrs. Hager,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson,
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart,
Yes.
Mr. Foreman.
Yes.
Motion for adoption carries.
First readings.
First reading of ordinances and resolutions.
Ordinance number 185-2025, presented by Mrs. Thompson. Title, Year-End Appropriation Amendments. An ordinance modifying appropriations within certain departments and funds in order to cover expenditures to the end of the fiscal year and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the rules required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter be suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Heidick.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second Councilor Thompson's motion on suspension.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to suspend the rule as required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on suspension.
Mrs. Hager,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mr. Poorman,
Yes.
Mr. Heidick,
Yes.
Mrs. Beck,
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson,
Yes.
Mr. Griffin,
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Motion for suspension carries. Motion to adopt, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of ordinance number 185-2025.
Thank you, Mr. Heide.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second the motion to adopt.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to adopt ordinance number 185-2025. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on adoption.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Mr. Heidick.
Yes.
Mr. Poorman.
Yes.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
Mrs. Hager.
Yes.
Motion for adoption carries.
Ordinance number 186-2025, presented by Mrs. Thompson. Title, 2026 Temporary Budget. An ordinance adopting a temporary budget for the various funds of the City of Barberton for the period beginning January 1st, 2026, and providing for the administration thereof and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the rules required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter be suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Heidick.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second Counselor Thompson's motion on suspension.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to suspend the rule as required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on suspension.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Mr. Heidick.
Yes.
Mrs. Hager.
Yes.
Mr. Poorman.
Yes.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Motion for suspension carries. Motion to adopt, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of ordinance number 186-2025.
Thank you, Mr. Heidick.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second the motion to adopt.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to adopt ordinance number 186-2025. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on adoption.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Mr. Poorman.
Yes.
Mrs. Hager.
Yes.
Mr. Heidick.
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Motion for adoption carries.
187, ordinance 187-2025, presented by Ms. Gerhart. Title, amend ordinance number 87-2025, approved ballot initiative, Sunday alcohol sales. An ordinance amending ordinance number 87-2025 to reflect a change in wording from November 2025 ballot initiative to May 2026 primary election and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend, Ms. Gerhart.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the rule as required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter be suspended.
Thank you. Mrs. Beck?
Thank you, Mr. President. I second Ms. Gerhardt's motion on suspension.
Thank you. A motion was made by Ms. Gerhart, seconded by Mrs. Beck to suspend the rule as required by section 5.10 of the Barberton City Charter. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on suspension.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
Mrs. Hager.
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Poorman.
Yes.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Mr. Heidick.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Motion for suspension carries. Motion to adopt, Ms. Gerhart.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of ordinance number 187-2025.
Thank you. Mrs. Beck?
Thank you, Mr. President. I second Ms. Gerhardt's motion on adoption.
Thank you. A motion was made by Ms. Gerhart, seconded by Mrs. Beck to adopt ordinance number 187-2025. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on adoption.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Mr. Heidick.
Yes.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Mr. Poorman.
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Mrs. Hager.
Yes.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
Motion for adoption carries.
This ends the first reading.
Second reading of ordinances and resolutions.
We have none.
Third reading of ordinances and resolutions.
Ordinance number 172-2025, presented by Mrs. Thompson. Title, enter into contract Hasenstaub Architects. An ordinance authorizing the mayor or his designee to enter into contract with Hasenstaub Architects for architectural services for the City Hall and Justice Center project in the city of Barberton and declaring an emergency.
Motion to adopt, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of ordinance number 172-2025.
Thank you. Mr. Heidick?
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second the motion to adopt.
Thank you. A motion is made by Mrs. Thompson and seconded by Mr. Heidick to adopt ordinance number 172-2025. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on adoption.
Mr. Heidick.
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart.
Yes.
Mrs. Thompson.
Yes.
Mrs. Hager?
Yes.
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Poorman?
Yes.
Motion for adoption carries.
Ordinance number 173-2025, presented by Mrs. Thompson. Title, Enter into Contract Construction Manager at Risk, CMR, City Hall Justice Center Project. An ordinance authorizing the mayor or his designee to enter into contract for the construction manager at risk, CMR, for the City Hall Justice Center project and declaring an emergency.
Motion to adopt, Mrs. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of ordinance number 173-2025.
Thank you. And Mr. Heidick?
Thank you, Mr. President. I will second the motion to adopt.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to adopt ordinance number 173-2025. Are there any remarks? Clerk, please call the roll on adoption.
Mrs. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Heidick?
Yes.
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Poorman?
Yes.
Ms. Gerhart?
No.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Mrs. Hager?
Yes.
Motion for adoption carries.
This ends the third reading.
Appointments.
To the Summit County Board of Health, James Senderak, to represent the city of Barberton, beginning immediately and ending 12/31/2029.
Is there a motion to appoint Mr. Sendrak? Mrs. Thompson?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to appoint James Senderak to the Summit County Board of Health beginning immediately and ending 12/31/2029.
Is there a second? Mr. Heidick?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll second the motion to appoint.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mrs. Thompson and second by Mr. Heidick to appoint James Senderak to represent the city of Barberton beginning immediately and ending December 31st, 2029. Are there any remarks? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, Mr. Senderak is appointed. Miscellaneous and unfinished business.
We have a new liquor license, and it is new, permit class D-5J and D-6 to La Mia Cucina LLC at 542 West Park Avenue, Barberton, Ohio. Lake Anna Hall, to give you
Okay.
a better idea on the address.
All right. Being that all objections should have been filed earlier, I see
Yep.
none for us, and we'll just continue moving on here. Other miscellaneous and unfinished business. Wrapping up. All right. Mayor, if you don't mind, as long as council members don't have something directly to say, I'd like to have you go first. And communication from the mayor instead of the body first.
Sure.
Yeah.
First, for all the council members, I want to thank you for your service to the community and the citizens. It's not easy to run for election. It's not easy to put yourself out there, and it's not easy to sit in the seats that you sit in and make decisions that affect people's lives here and now and into the future. So I appreciate everyone's work. As we come to a close here, I am proud of the projects and programs that we've completed and those that we've undertaken. I'm excited about the path and direction that we're moving. I look forward to the projects and programs in the future. Our positions here exist for one purpose, the betterment of the community, which encompasses our residents. I do want to address social media. It was brought to my attention that there were several posts recently concerning the city. First, I want to point out, and it's important to understand and realize that when someone posts a question or statement on social media, it doesn't mean that the city knows about it. And the person posting typically never reaches out to the city for an answer or a resolution. They simply post and never reach out to the city. Second, when a public records request is received and the city provides the necessary records, these records don't have context included. So the person receiving the records creates their own narrative and story based on their interpretation of the records. This leads to inaccurate information, untrue conclusions, and creates a basis for readers to create multiple stories. When people post things on social media without knowing all sides to a situation and knowingly don't contact the city, I have to believe this is done for one purpose, and that's to create havoc, to stir the pot. There's also been a lot of talk about transparency, the demand for transparency. While it's understandable to want a quick response, it's imperative that any response provided is accurate. Transparency is not just about speed, it's about providing complete and reliable answers and information. Now, depending on the situation, information comes in at different rates, and updates to that initial information can happen very quickly. We've seen this with the city, the schools, the gentleman here that was here earlier from the city of Norton, oil leak several years ago. So two things came to my attention. First, a post was made after a records request that I asked the finance director ways to use various funds for the lights downtown on 2nd Street. The person that requested this and made the post, they created a scenario that these funds were being used incorrectly. It is common for myself and other department heads to reach out to the finance director to see if funds from a specific fund or account can be used for a project or program. Isn't it incumbent upon myself and department heads to check prior to assuming funds can be used in a certain way? In this case, the finance director reached out to an auditor to make sure his answer was correct. He relayed that information to me so we can make the best decisions. This happens year-round, especially during budget time. Another post after a public records request was concerning an employee who took a leave of absence from the city. This leave of absence has been in their union contract for decades, and the employee exercised that portion of the contract. He was granted leave of absence. He did not get paid by the city during this time, but this leave of absence allowed him to come back to the city during that period of time that he was off. He asked me last year to extend the leave of absence, and truthfully, I totally forgot to pass on that message. He brought it up to me again. I mentioned it to the HR director to talk about it, but we both forgot. He brought it up again, and it was extended. At that time, it was after the first of the year. I wanted all this documented, which protects the city and the employee who's on leave. He requested another extension, which was his right to request, and it was denied. So long story short, he resigned from the city. There's nothing more to it. But there are those who want to harm the community and create something that just isn't there. Ask why you've never seen a response from the city on social media? It's because no one reaches out to the city for a response. It's just one side, and it's a narrative created by whoever's making the post. Now as we move forward, we will continue to improve the city. We'll get past all of this. We'll improve the city with infrastructure upgrades, top-notch safety services, utility upgrades, improvements in our parks, growth citywide, and opportunities for our residents and businesses. In terms of growth and new opportunities, put on your calendar for Monday, January 12th, 5 to 7:30. We are working with Summit County and the Health Department to host a public meeting at the Active Adult Center. This is a community forum on updates on Medicaid, SNAP benefits, child care, and JFS best practices. There's going to be a lot of other resources there for the community members as well. The date and time was picked by the county. We're hosting it here in Barberton. They already had one in Akron several weeks ago. It went very, very well. So a lot of changes are coming next year. We want to make sure that that information is given out to our residents. And lastly, I just want to wish each and every one of you a wonderful holiday and a happy New Year's. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I wanted to switch it up just because this was the last meeting, and so we'll switch over to communications from the body. Is there anything?
I'll go first.
All right, Mr. Hennett.
Thank you, Mr. President. Put personal notes to everybody, just because I didn't want to take up too much time. But I requested from the clerk the oath of office. And I look at this as more than a standard. It was a contract. And for those that don't know out there, it says, "I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, Constitution of the State of Ohio, Charter of the City of Barberton. I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all duties incumbent upon me for the City of Barberton according to the best of my ability and understanding. So help me God." As my time winds down here, I hope in the eyes of the citizens that I've fulfilled my contract. because to me, the citizens have been, still are, and always will be worth it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Heidick. Is there anything else from, well, you had your hand up. Ms. Gerhart.
Thank you, President Greer. January 3rd, 2022 was my very first council meeting. I had been a resident of Barberton for less than 6 months at the time, but I clearly remember watching the campaign that Bebe, Taylor, and Justin had just run. What stood out to me then, and still does now, was how deeply each of you cared about this city and how clearly that love for Barberton came through. When I was invited to attend a council meeting, I accepted, and that night happened to be the evening all 3 of you were sworn into your current positions. I had no idea at the time that I would one day be sitting alongside you, learning from you and serving with you. Over the past 2 years, each of you have been incredibly generous with your time and your perspective. You were always willing to talk something through, answer maybe a few questions, I mean, I don't ask that many, share your thoughts. We didn't always agree, and that's okay. But what never wavered was the shared focus on what was truly best for our residents and for the city of Barberton. It is bittersweet to be here tonight on your final evening of service. I am deeply thankful not only for the leadership and dedication you've shown, but also for the relationships we've built along the way. I truly feel blessed to call each of you not just colleagues, but friends. Thank you for your service, your integrity, and your unwavering commitment to this community. Barberton is better because of you.
Thank you, Ms. Gerhart. Anything else? Mrs. Thompson.
I feel like I should have gone before Ms. Gerhart. Sorry. I just wanted to take a moment to simply say thank you. Though I'm filled with a mixture of emotions this evening, I have so much gratitude. To Justin and Bebe, thank you for everything and for walking this journey with me. It was an honor making history with you 4 years ago, when many people saw past the party labels and focused on people over politics. We were seen for our character, values, and commitment, which is what matters most. I can only hope that that will be standard practice moving forward. I also want to thank everyone who has supported me, encouraged me, challenged me, and trusted me with the opportunity to serve these past 4 years. It truly has been one of the greatest privileges and has helped shape me into who I am today and taught me the true meaning of service. I am proud of the work we've done together and am grateful to have had the opportunity to be part of the city's history. And while this chapter is coming to a close, I will remain committed and continue to show up and support this community in any way that I can. That's all.
Thank you, Mrs. Thompson.
I just want to
Mr.
say
Harris?
thank you guys.
You're very
Much
welcome.
appreciated, and now you can go have a bigger voice.
People don't realize that. Mrs.
Alright.
Hager?
I'm probably not gonna be as eloquent as Miss Rebecca, but I'm gonna try and do this without crying. I remember watching Justin's live when you and Bebe were candidates. And immediately I was so impressed. Just, I could tell instantly your honesty, your integrity. And when you guys won, I was literally jumping up and down in my living room. And Justin, you have been an amazing leader. I have learned so much from the three of you, and it has been such an honor to serve with you. And I am truly going to miss you. But like Rebecca said, the three of you have made Barberton better because you have served. And I know all three of you in your own way will continue to serve. And this city is blessed. So thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hager. Anything else from the body? Miss Laurie, did you have something that you wanted to say?
Yeah, we have somebody signing in on our YouTube. His name was Chuck Easterling.
We don't know him.
And he said he was late to the watch, but thanks, but he just wanted to watch the last meeting. Thanks for all the hard work, Bebe, Justin, and Taylor.
All right.
That was
Good.
for Chuck.
All right. Well, I didn't see anything else, so as we wrap up our last meeting, it's been an honor working with you guys. Mayor, with the administration, back in the early days, I see you back there, Chief. You don't have too many of the administration here, but each one of you guys I've worked with, talked with, probably was mad at some point with, and confused or something. But it's been a pleasure. It's a big learning curve coming into all this. Mr. Heideck, thank you for introducing me to this chaos. Because he was the one I caught it. I was like, I don't like how something's going. And one of my buddies were like, well, I got this guy, right? His name's Bebe. And I was like, what? Anyways, that's how I got into this, was Mr. Heideck. And then shortly following, Taylor came on board and we kind of trioed it and made some things. So thank you to the administration for being understanding with us. I know we came in hot. But I feel comfortable going to anybody's office in this building right now, under any circumstance, and know the conversation's going to be beneficial. And that was one of the biggest things that I've learned, and I hope a lot of people have learned and will learn. Miss Laurie, thank you.
Been a pleasure.
She makes things work behind the scenes, makes us, what was it, the term, her job is to make us look good. And it is, and she does a heck of a job. Someone I can talk to every time I come into, before council. To everybody staying, you individuals, and all the new people, I just want to say, be humble, be compassionate, be understanding, be open-minded, and lead when a leader is required. Right? Step up. Being a leader, being on city council, you know, there's some leadership, like there's ranks, right? But as a leader, you should be pushing from the back. I'm a true believer of how nature does this, right? So push from the back and burden and shoulder the bad and spread the good to everybody that's around you. That's what a leader is. It's not fun a lot of times. It's not pleasant. It's about making other people feel like they're heard, make things move. So to do that. So I'm sure I'm going to miss these crazy feelings. This eventually. And who knows, maybe one day I'll act on those feelings and I'll try to find a place here in the city of Barberton that'll have me. But until then, I get to go sit there with the troublemakers. I'll try not to say anything, I promise.
I heard the back row has snacks.
I do. You got some snacks back there? Well, I'll be coming in as a new the OG, I guess, but a new person back there. And if you guys ever need anything, new council members, old council members, obviously we're not gone. Heideck and Thompson, I expect phone calls like what the heck's going on, or maybe go grab a bite to eat or something, who knows. And with that, all I have to say is Vidi Vidi Vinci. You guys can look up what that means later. It's one of my favorite sayings. And I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas this year and Happy Holidays, and that's all I have to say. So thank you again, guys, for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn one last time? I'm sorry. I'll give it to Mr. Harris.
I know what he was gonna do down there.
Oh,
No,
what
he
was it?
hasn't.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll relinquish it to someone else.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. A motion was made by Mr. Harris and second by Ms. Gerhart, that we adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I said aye.
All right. I didn't think so. This meeting is adjourned at 6:41 p.m.
Bernie Irwin said that all the new people pray the 2026 council works together with the administration.